Hello, and thank you for participating in our Digital Biz podcast. We're pleased to introduce our top finalists from the Digital Biz contest in a series of interviews. This contest has generated over 700 views and 600 plus votes over the last few weeks. Very exciting. And as we know, 50% of the prize is weighted based on the judging panel comprised of Sean Ashley, partner at Scripnik Professional Corporation, Dina Arsnow, a digital strategist from AQ, and Darby Mousseau, creative director and professor at Fanshawe College. Welcome to our finalists. Today, I'm very happy to speak with Laura Engelsman. Along with her husband, Kevin, she's been an owner and operator of Koi Nursery and Water Gardens, a full-service pond and water garden retail center for the last 10 plus years. Is that right, Laura?
That's correct.
Great. Well, thanks very much and welcome. Congratulations on becoming a finalist in the Digital Biz contest. Tell us a little bit about your business and how you got started.
Well, back in 2006, the family business that we were accustomed to getting all of our supplies and knowledge and experience from, they closed their business, and we were right in the right place at the right time and wanted to expand our koi keeping hobby to breeding our own koi, and we're very lucky to be able to pick up a lot of their remaining inventory livestock. I'd done a lot of time volunteering with them and had learned a lot about breeding koi from these people. So we set ourselves up in 2006 on our home farm and started raising and expanding our hobby into a full business.
Wonderful. And you're located in Seagrave, Ontario, is that right?
That's correct, about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes north of Port Perry.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about the koi. For the people who have water gardens, I have a pond in my backyard with fish in there, but I don't really understand anything about the different breeds. Maybe you can explain a little bit about the specifics of koi and why they're unique?
Okay, well, koi are simply an ornamental, colorful version of the common carp. Over hundreds of years, they've been developed basically early on in Asia, Japan notably, and they've been developed over time, bred and hybridized to produce lovely colors instead of just the natural browny green. With the development of all the different colors and patterns, they get quite pretty and are very nice in an ornamental pond. They're not for every pond, though. They get quite large, and people believe that the size of the environment or size of the container dictates the size of the fish, and it doesn't. Given proper water quality, good food, they'll grow anywhere from, in 4 years, they can go from 2 inches right up to 24 inches, so 2 feet.
Wow.
But what we also offer other types of ornamental fish. We have everything from goldfish, golden orf. We have high-fin banded sharks. There's a couple of different types of fish that we offer to fit into every environment. Our biggest is to educate and make sure that people are looking after their fish responsibly. It's important to make sure that they're given the best environment. Most times, ornamental fish survive despite what we do to them, as opposed to what we do for them. And we're trying to change that.
Good for you. That's important. It surprised me that you can leave these fish and they survive through the winter. Can you speak a little bit to that? Is the koi a fish that can stay in the pond outside over the winter?
Absolutely. Given enough water volume and pond depth and proper aeration, that's key. People have always in the past used de-icers to create a hole in the surface of the ice to facilitate gaseous exchange, which lets noxious gases breathe off and fresh oxygen enter the pond. But that's a passive way of looking after them. We as aquaculturalists never use de-icers. They put us out of business with the cost of hydro to run them. We've always used aeration, and what aeration provides is it's an active source of oxygenating the pond and gassing off. It's not passive. So this is what we recommend to help get them through. And of course, enough water volume to support the fish is necessary year round. But in the wintertime, it's important to watch your depths to make sure that you're probably a minimum of 3 feet. That allows the fish enough room to swim and gives them enough water volume to provide them with the resources that they need through winter to survive.
Interesting. That's a great opportunity for Canadians to have fish year round. It doesn't happen all the time, right?
Yes. They are not. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say they're not a like a cold water species, like an Arctic char or something like that can survive in sub-zero and continue to feed. So once the water temperature drops below 10 degrees, we stop feeding because we don't want them to have digestive problems over the winter when their metabolism slows down and they can't digest things.
Interesting. Now tell me a little bit about your business and how it's evolved over the last 10 years, especially with the changes in digital. I know that you have a website and you have some of this information on your website. Can you talk about sort of when you started your first website and sort of how you've stepped into digital over the years?
Well, what we found was initially we were doing a lot of like print ads and not getting a lot of feedback, not getting a lot of exposure as much as we had hoped. And we did inherit the domain name koinursery.com when we purchased a bunch of things from the previous business. So focus a little bit on that, and my husband's a lot better than I am at it, but he always asks new customers, how did you find out about us? And we found 90% of the time it was they bumped into our website. So we're trying to figure out, we found it recently, sadly, we're not doing very good. We don't have proper search words and terminology, meta tags, all this stuff that we really do need in a website to get it results. So we're looking at revamping a whole lot in the next little while because we found that just with feedback from our new customers that found us, it was very important to have some, like a very good digital representation out there. So if we don't have that, we're not going to be able to grow.
Right, right. And how far are your customers coming from now? Is it sort of a local business within the local area, or do you have a larger reach in southwestern Ontario?
Well, of course, we do have a lot of local business. Drive by, we're on a main road, right on the roadside, so we do get a lot of exposure that way. Of course, the other issue, there are the other areas that we pull from all over Ontario and across Canada because we're very unique in the fact that we're not just a garden center with a small aquatic section. We are a pond and water garden. Specifically, aquatics is all we do. So we do have a fairly wide customer acquisition base. Like we can pull people from all over the place, and we do. We have customers from London, from Ottawa, from BC, from Alberta, from New Brunswick. We all over Ontario and Canada.
That's wonderful. And that's really a step for digital, isn't it? That will give you that sort of larger exposure outside of the people that drive by or know of your business in your market area.
Oh, absolutely. The digital enhancement of our presence is incredible for us. It's going to do a lot more than we can do through print ad and everything else, because those things kind of expire, they're gone. But stuff you put out on the internet, good or bad, it's there forever, it seems.
It stays there. So where do you think the biggest digital opportunity is for your business? Would it be a revamp to your website, as you were saying, or do you see something else that's important as well?
Oh yeah, no, the website is important. That is our primary focus right now because it's very dated, and I'm not happy with the way it presents, and it doesn't search well. We get lots of customers that walk in the door. They find us by searching koi because it's in the name of the domain and it's primary on our website. But people walk in and say, well, we've got our pond built, now we're looking for koi, and they go, oh my goodness, you have all kinds of pond equipment, we didn't know that, we didn't find you that way. So yeah, that would be huge for us. We do a lot on social media. We work through different aspects of social media to get a lot of customers and reach a lot of people. But that would be important, having a newsletter or having a blog, something to enhance our website and bring more people.
Right, and bringing more searches in to find you, right?
That's correct.
Great. And as in terms of long-term plans, where do you see your business sort of going in the next 5 years? You see more of this reach outside in markets outside of your core market, or different products, or sort of where do you see the opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. We want to grow. We want to definitely move out there digitally to make sure that we're picking up on those customers that are looking for us. There's lots of opportunity in wholesale as well, and also doing some online sales. We've hesitated to into the online sales simply because at some point or another, the website seems to be our downfall, and we're not picking up the customers. There's we would definitely want to expand into getting some online sales and a little bit more push through that through the digital.
And this is a crazy question probably, but can you buy fish online?
Absolutely, it's we're quite capable of shipping fish right across. They definitely, we take the time to package them properly and make sure that they're boxed safely. We can send them by air. We can send them by ground. Some carriers will take them. So it is very possible. As a matter of fact, I'll be shipping out some fish in the next little while. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Who knew? I just came back on a flight from Air Canada. Who knew that there were fish on the plane? Dogs?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today. It's very interesting learning about your business and sort of the opportunities with your business, especially when you sort of explore digital and reaching a larger audience. I'd like to thank our audience for listening to the Shop Local Now podcast, and make sure that you check out Shop Local Now and Celebrate Local to learn more about the contest. It's not too late for voting. Voting closes in the next week. So we look forward to seeing you online and seeing you at shoplocalnow.ca. Thank you very much, Laura, for joining us today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.